Hello, Pisces. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with you today. It's been a few days, Pisces. I have had so much going on in my life, and I have not been able to sit here and just get this reading out to you guys. So I hope that, if you've been going through any tough times emotionally, if you've been going through like the ups and downs of kind of the tides in our lives right now, Pisces, that you find your calm within the storm. What has been really sticking out to me has been that the ocean, not like really any other body of water, but specifically the ocean has been very significant, and it's connected to our intuition. When you dive into the ocean, you're connecting with the depths of your soul. You're connecting with the deep, inner knowing that you have, things that could remain hidden, things that have been buried, things that are obscure. There's also this potential fear, that you could have about going down into the water where we're not as comfortable as humans, right? We're, made to be on land. But there is this need for you, Pisces, to trust your fins and kind of go within. You are the fish, as it says in the zodiac. So I had a dream a couple of days ago that I was in a lagoon with friends. These friends were on this like agility course with me, and we were doing training exercises before we went into the deep blue sea. I didn't really know what I was seeing in the dream at first. It was kind of this more shallow body of water that was connected to the ocean but separated by like a sandbar. So I looked it up, and a lagoon is what it's called. So a lagoon is a shallow body of water, typically separated from a larger body of water like the ocean. It's disconnected by barriers such as sandbars, barrier islands, or coral reefs. They're characterized by relatively quiet, calm water and can be found along coastlines or within coral reef systems. So I looked into it, and it seems like in the dream we were being represented as soul family by my friends and myself in this lagoon. And we were in what's called a coastal lagoon. And they are a sheltered area. We were being protected. This can be a nursery ground. It's a place full of biodiversity. It protects the coast. There are so many different things that lagoons add to the environment. And for whatever reason, Spirit is using this dream as a narrative for preparing our journey for going into the big blue sea, which is our destiny. So if you have felt kind of like you've been in the trenches lately, you've been stuck, you've been in kind of this shallow body of water, you haven't been really able to dive into the next phase of your life, just know that God is kind of preparing you for this. Your destiny is unfolding. It's almost time to leave the lagoon or like the nursery or the safe space and go into the ocean. If you have been seeing 444, this is a angel number of spiritual protection during the spiritual initiation you've been going through. This message is going to be especially significant to you. And I also saw 2020, meaning that you're seeing things clearly, Pisces. This is time to leave a comfort zone. So we're going to be using the Psychic Tarot Oracle. And at the very end, I'll pull us a card from the Healing Waters Oracle, since water has been very significant. Think about taking a spiritual bath, getting in the ocean, diving into the subconscious through meditation, doing some kind of water ritual, if necessary, and making sure that you are drinking enough water. Pisces, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the highest white Christed light, and the ocean. We ask that you come into this reading, the healing waters of the ocean, to tell Pisces what it is that they need to know about this lagoon, about the spiritual initiation, the shelter that they are getting ready to traverse. You're starting off with card number 4, which is authority. We're going to speed this up. I'll catch you at the end, Pisces. Pisces, this is a beautiful, beautiful spread for you today. So, the cards correspond with what is beneath them, is what Spirit told me. So you have authority and disruption. You have accelerated motion and patience. You have love begins and material harvest. And you have the sacral chakra with victory and success. On the bottom of the deck, you have fertility, and beneath that, you have harmony. But Spirit wants me to go a card deeper. Pisces, you may right now feel like you're trapped. Stagnation, delays, unexplained circumstances, difficulties, and troubles like worries truly in your life. And you keep listening to these videos and you keep believing and wishing on a prayer that things are going to get better. And it seems like you aren't getting to this place of freedom, of success, of fertility, of movement. And again, the Spirit team is taking you back to the lagoon. In the lagoon, there is a lot for you there, right? It's a nursery. Again, it's said that it's full of biodiversity, rich minerals, and it's a beautiful ecosystem. It protects the coast. It's a nursery ground for, new sea life that isn't ready to venture into the sea. And in a way, it could feel almost like that is a trap, that is a barrier. There's this disconnect from the big blue sea, from your destiny, from expansion. But trust right now, Pisces, that this is a time of clarity. This is a time for deep diving. This is a time to learn how to take care of yourself. And don't allow this situation of not feeling like you have this forward movement to make you feel like you aren't actually getting to where you need to go. There are lots of things that you have been learning, like building spiritual strength, knowing who's on your side, knowing how to protect yourself. You've been gaining a lot of wisdom here. You've been deep diving into the spiritual realm, connecting more with your guides, like really nourishing yourself as you're getting ready. Again, remember in the dream, there were like these training exercises and these things that I was learning with my friends that were going to help us as we ventured into the ocean. Spirit did not want you to believe that this conflict and this energy that you're going through is going to lead to defeat. There's actually going to be recognition and reward waiting for you on the other side because of your humility, because of how hard you've worked, because you haven't given up. And while you're in this particular period of your life, in this lagoon, in this energy of holding on to when is it going to be my turn? When am I going to be freed from the shackles of this imprisonment? Spirit said, we see your sacrifice and you will be rewarded. So, Pisces, this lagoon is not a marsh. This isn't stagnant energy. You are working towards fertility and harmony in your life. But you had to go through this process in order for you to move the barriers of these authority figures, of these narcissistic people, of these energies in your life that have been trying to disrupt your forward movement. They've been trying to cause distorted energy within your body, within your home, within your family, within your soul. And it's made you really have to step up to the plate to enforce your own sense of self and your own sense of authority. They can no longer hold you back. They may seem big and macho. The mountain may seem too hard to climb. The situation being presented to you may feel as though there's no way forward financially, with your health, in regard to a home situation, with love, family situations, with your children. There's so much that could be going on. You may be looking for a job and you're just meeting constant no's. Understand that you are about to have a breakthrough. And these distorted energies can no longer hold you back. You have been so patient, Pisces. And again, we pulled the sacrifice card earlier. Spirit says, I'm about to bring you accelerated motion. The lagoon period is almost over for you. Because you have been so patient and because you have sacrificed so much and because you have allowed this period to be a training, to be an initiation, to be a time where you just learned and gained wisdom about who you are, the skills and the tools that you'll need to survive, and your destined energy. You're going to start to see things finally push forward at an accelerated rate. This is going to be like going from 0 to 100. You've been waiting and waiting, and all of a sudden, boom, everything happens at once. So you need to get ready. Spirit is filling your cup with happiness, with love, with warmth, with material harvest. Some of you could have been really waiting on a breakthrough in regard to your finances, and they're finally going to come through. Some of you have been waiting on a breakthrough in regard to your health, and you're going to finally see the other side. Some of you have been waiting for closure in a relationship or the beginning of a new one, and it's going to finally manifest itself. That new job is coming in, that car you've been needing, that new home. I'm seeing your cup overflow, Pisces, and it will have been worth the wait. And you are walking into a period of abundance, being self-made, being the reason your story turned around. I have so many chills as I'm giving you this reading because the guides are here and they want to send this as a message of comfort. That these authority figures that have been trying to fragment your energy, disrupt your energy, they're not going to win. This was always meant to prepare you for the success within. The sacral chakra is the part of our body near our pelvis. This is where we give birth. This is where we, urinate out toxins. This is where when we drink water and, absorb nutrients, they're released. This is a place where we cultivate success, where we remove traumas, from our bodies. This is where we move our hips. This is how we create new life and energy. And because of the fact that you've been waiting so long, because of the fact that you have laid, here barren, some of you, it's literally waiting on a child to be conceived. The floodgates are going to open for you, quite literally. And there's going to be so much success and all the hardship and the difficulties that you went through. I see there being like this portion of the sandbar where there's now water flowing through, and it just slowly kind of erodes away that sandbar, and you're now in the ocean. You're now ready. Let's read what the sacral chakra says. I'm really interested. Okay, so it says the color is orange, the sound is vam, element is water, the glands are the testicles and the ovaries, and the key words are I want. And it says, known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To keep the chakra balanced and its energy flowing, try dancing, moving your hips and lower abdomen, use a color meditation, and practice yoga. Express your sexuality and nurture yourself, and remember, you do matter. So there's an energy here, Pisces, of allowing free flow, allowing the waters to cleanse and purge and clear. And this energy around you is not going to hold you back. It's a stepping stone to your future success. Harmony is on the way. This is the Lover's card in tarot, basically. Relationships are being forged of the right kind. Fertility is coming in. And you know what? These relationships that you have are going to be very fruitful, very bountiful. And fertility is connected to the sacral chakra as well. So get ready, Pisces. You're going to experience accelerated motion. And it's going to be a motion away from these authoritative figures that have been trying to hold you back from your destined path. Let's see what the tarot has to say. All right, Spirit team. What does Pisces need to know? What's going on in their current situation? I just saw the Emperor at the bottom. So you could really be dealing with somebody of authority or masculine figure, father figure. Could be an Aries or a fire sign in your life who is really trying to fragment your energy. They've been following us for a while. Whoa, Pisces. So the first card is the Devil. And what Spirit shows me here is it's not just the devils on the outside. You've also been battling the devils and the demons on the inside. You have been trying to break free of the strongholds of the things inside of you, around you, within you, that are trying to hold you back, that are trying to keep you stuck, that are trying to keep you chained to the past. that are making you doubt your ability to move forward. But Spirit says it is not going to be so. The devil comes to teach us valuable lessons, to make us face our fears. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be dealing with a person who is in a lower vibrational energy, who's trying to hold you back. You could also be dealing with addictions, healing yourself of bad habits, coming face to face with your shadow and aspects of yourself and relationships that you need to release to be your best self. So I see a big clearing coming with this devil card, especially when we have the Eight of Swords, which is basically like that imprisonment card that we saw. Coming to the light, coming for you to face the situation and to be victorious over it, but all in due time. Knight of Pentacles, and all because of the hard work that you're putting into yourself. The devil is, coming to kill, steal, destroy, hold you back from your truth. But the reality is you're going to get over this. You're going to get past this. You're going to be victorious, not only of the devils on the outside, but the inside. I do see celebration coming in for you, Pisces, with the Four of Wands. Some of you seriously are going to be celebrating a home acquisition or sale, a new job, a business, kind of clearing up business issues, dealing with marital affairs. Like everything is going to kind of come into alignment. Empress energy is here with that fertility and abundance that wants to come in for you because you listen to the judgment call. You have a message on its way to you, Pisces, with the Page of Cups that's going to reveal that your manifestations, what you've been willing into your life, they're getting ready to come to pass. Good news, progress, movement forward, love. I just hear good news. I hear really, really good news coming in for you, Pisces. What's challenging this devil? The Page of Pentacles. The devil is tempting you with an offer to go in a different direction that is not meant for you, Pisces. Trust where you are and what you're doing. Even if right now it doesn't make sense. You're in the lagoon, you're protected. Spirit is telling you and teaching you what you need to know. There could be tempting offers, there could be tempting situations, there could be temptations that are trying to set you off path. Do not fall for this. Think of this Page of Pentacles as it being reversed because it's in the challenge position. So this would be an opportunity that's not going to turn out for you. The devil comes with all these glitz and glamour and beautiful details and then leaves out the truth and the fine print. Be careful of what you're signing, and make sure that you're double reading any kind of what do you call proofreading things that are legal or, contracts that you're signing. Make sure that you are not just doing this because you feel you have to. Strengths at this time for Pisces. The Magician. So we're seeing the Magician twice. So you have literally all the resources, all the skills, all the ability. You have been doing the work to manifest your new reality. Do not get caught up in this past energy. I really do feel like this Page energy is taking you away from the Ace of Pentacles that Spirit really has for you. There's going to be some type of trying to thwart you into a direction that was never meant for you, that will give you less than what you deserve. Your strength is in the Magician. You are able to say, as above, so below. I call back my power, my energy. I am ready for the accelerated motion of my life, away from these temptations, away from this life that was less than I deserved. Trust that you are the real deal, Pisces. Area of focus. Do not be manipulated. Judgment. So Spirit said, I said what I said. You were called for something greater. You're going through the training. I see kind of like a boot camp type of feel to the lagoon for some of you. And for others of you, the lagoon hasn't necessarily felt like boot camp. It may have felt like stagnation, but Spirit said, I called you to this place to answer the call of your life. It is almost time to go. Area of focus is continuing to understand that you're going through an ascension process. And a lot of the situations, the people, the baggage, the karma that you had accumulated, things that you've been holding on to maybe for a dear life, the old life. I'm hearing Spirit say, you have to leave it here because it cannot come with you into this new life that you are meant to have. You are walking away from what does not serve you into a situation that is far better, into a life that is going to exceed your expectations. If only you could let go of the past. And for you, many of you, I see this city, this home, this location. It's time to move. It's time to move on. You've been stuck for sure and burdened. 10 of Wands. This deck is talking today. Near future. Near future for Pisces. Wow, Pisces. Oh my God. So much major arcana. This is a lot of faded energy. You have the Devil, the Magician, the Judgment card, and now the Fool card. Brand new beginning, Pisces. Awesome energy, near future. You're taking flight, but you are taking a risk. You're getting out of the lagoon. You're getting out of that nursery energy. You've learned what you need to learn. And although a lot of people are not going to think that this makes any sense what you're doing, you may even have people side-eyeing you, making you feel like you're a bad person, not understanding the knowledge that you have acquired, why you're taking this certain route. Spirit is saying, I have called you to a higher place. Take this risk, move in this new direction. You are going to be blessed significantly for this. Truth and clarity are yours. You see now what you need to do. When there was once a time where you were very confused, Two of Swords, about what direction to go. You've had a lot of patience, and I see you've consulted with many people, could have gotten tarot readings, talked to friends, gotten a lawyer, seen a fertility specialist, been looking at homes, working with realtors, going on job interviews, and then that message, that information that you've been waiting to hear about that new beginning is going to come in for you. Your angels have been working in the background on your behalf to help you, and have placed someone in a high position to assist you, to help you to see through the energies of this person or the situation that has been taking, stealing, or robbing you of your joy, of your prosperity, of your peace. That could even been you, especially if there was bad habits attached to the Devil. For instance, I've been really working on my eating habits because in order to be the healthiest version of myself, it starts with exercise. It starts with eating right. That might literally be what this is for you, Pisces. You're taking a risk in a new direction that is self-serving, that's going to improve you, improve your situation, going to help you free yourself from the past. All right, recent past for Pisces. Again, don't forget accelerated motion. I feel like you told your spirit team you were ready to go and they're finally giving you the green light. Recent past was the Page of Wands to the Ace of Wands. So I see you starting out on a new adventure, having a bright idea that was given to you from Spirit, and you said, let's do this. I don't know exactly how this is going to turn out. I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of support, but who's with me? I'm going in this new direction, and you are going to be rewarded for that. Again, this is you taking the first step. This was the inspired action. You may have received news as well that made you take that inspired action, like, hey, unfortunately, we have to let you go. And so then all of a sudden you felt like you were in a mess because you're looking for a new job. And Spirit was saying, take the first step towards those applications. Take the first step towards you actually building your own business. Something like that could have come out of this. Some of you, it could have been you went to the hospital, got a bad test result, so now you started this new health journey. Some of you could have been in a situation where you had to move home because of a startling situation or a karmic situation in your life. A lot of you are dealing with property issues from the readings that I've been doing with people and the comments I've been seeing. There could have also been changes within your relationship, and you're now starting a new relationship with someone that is more aligned with who you are. I see justice coming in for you, Pisces. And a lot of hard work has gone into getting to this place of fairness, balance, equality, and just repair for what you've gone through, what you've been through. All right, advice from your spirit team. I love it. They're saying you're no longer in a state of indecision. You no longer are feeling like you're lost or unsure. You're ready to move towards something better, brighter, more fulfilling. And they want you to keep your eyes focused on the positives, on the goals that you've set for yourself, and on the new beginnings that this Knight of Cups brings into your life. If you've been worried about this path, If you've been worried about your progress, if you have felt, like you've tried to get up and you keep falling down, or you're just not finding your way forward, they're saying don't give up. Positive things are coming in for you. Your environment at this time. You have the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles is on the bottom. So what I see, Pisces, is you have not given up on the dream. The dream could have been your inheritance, a new home, your health, a relationship, having children, moving home, selling home, moving into a place where you just feel more abundant, packing your bags and getting on the road for some of you. A failed business becoming anew, prosperity, and abundance, whatever that looks like for you. And it looks like you've been, in the trenches a little bit. But the Nine of Wands is a card that says you're wounded, you've been battered, you've been torn, but you're not defeated. Do not give up. This is a card of resilience. This is a card of understanding that you are almost to the finish line. And you are going to receive that Ten of Pentacles, Pisces, if you do the work, if you show up every day for yourself. And most importantly, with the Queen of Cups, if you actually pour into you. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is mothering energy. This is watery energy. This is emotional energy. This is going to be an emotionally abundant energy that comes into your life if you don't give up, Pisces. You're leaving this place of lack and defeat and hurt, especially in regard to relationships, businesses, corporations. The government could even have been coming after some of you guys, or government officials of some sort. But Spirit says you're going to have not only your Ten of Pentacles, but your Ten of Cups. And this period of suffering with the Ten of Swords is about to be over and done. So if you've been seeing 10-10, because we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords, this is confirmation for you. Hopes and fears for Pisces. Looks like we have 3 cards. No, just 2. 2 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So you're ready, Pisces, for new relationships, new beginnings, going after your passions, being aligned with these situations, and especially the people in your life. I see that for you, especially in the dream with the lagoon. I was with my veterinary school friends, and those are my friends who I really went through the trenches of life with, because we were in vet school, we were in medical school, we were going through a lot of drama together. But what's funny is a lot of us now, we've been graduated since 2020 and we started school in 2016. It's almost been 10 years and we're going our separate ways. We're starting families. Some are moving cross country. Others are, moving closer to the beach, or, finally getting that dream job, or, finishing up their accreditation and all of that as they become specialists in neurology and cardiology and radiology. I'm seeing all my friends do all these big things. Some are getting married, some are getting engaged. Myself, I just had a child. I'm moving to a new home. These are examples of the relationships that you are ready to be aligned with, and that you are ready to have passionate new beginnings with, people that are going to help you in this new phase of your life. You may be phasing out old friend groups, not because you don't love them, but because you're moving on. So your hopes and fears here are just to be aligned with the right people, the right situations. For some of you, for your home that you're selling, the right buyer. For those of you in love, the right relationship, right? For those of you working on your health, the right doctor, the right diet plan, the right workout regimen, whatever the case is. And I do see a lot of forward movement there with the Eight of Wands, and the need for you to continue to have strength, that you're going to be able to be successful, succeed, move forward. Pisces, this is beautiful. Knight of Wands is also saying, to take things easy, because the Knight of Wands can burn out really quickly. Don't burn yourself out. Just go after your passions, but do things that are going to be sustainable for you. Do not try to just burn your candle out really fast. Take it slow in that new relationship. Give yourself grace on that new diet. Allow yourself, to go through the ups and downs of looking for a new home or continuing to work on your health. Get second opinions. Allow that process of becoming pregnant to unfold as it is meant to. There's going to be a lot of clarity about the stagnation, Pisces. It was all going to be worth it in the end. Potential outcome for my beautiful Pisces. Potential outcome. Your patience has paid off. I love this. You end out your reading with the Eight of Wands, Pisces. This is a very fast, accelerated card. It matches, and we're going to read this card. It matches the accelerated motion card. Spirit is saying you are about to move into a place of abundance, into a place of freedom, and to a state of newness quickly, beautifully, and with all the momentum that you need to get started again. It's almost like they're going to carry you through this process, and you are going to be able to like really just sit on the waves. I'm seeing like baby turtles as they hatch and they go into the water. The waves kind of pick them up and they kind of just waft them into the water. You're going to be guided where you need to go next. Spirit and your angels and your spirit team are going to just take you where you need to go. And it's going to happen quick. So get ready, Pisces, to take off, to take flight. With the Fool card and the Eight of Wands, this showing up in the near future, this showing up in your potential outcome, I see a transformed person. I see someone who's really taking flight, taking a lift in their energy and moving on to something that was more aligned for them than they could ever imagine. Let's go ahead and read the accelerated motion, and then we will pull our Healing Waters Oracle card. All right, we have accelerated motion. It says this card represents speed, light, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, endings to delays. The conditions around you are perfect and appear to be rapidly heading in the direction of your goals and desires. Luck is on your side and your enthusiasm is at an all-time high. Brace yourself as you finally witness the manifestation of what you've worked for and visualized. This is a call for initiative, but you should also ask yourself, is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? Be wise and take advantage of these ideal conditions. Now isn't the time for you to fight against the river of life. Trust, have faith, and go with the flow. The strong current is taking you to a positive outcome in future. Didn't we just talk about the current taking the turtles into the water? This is like the wave, but it's not a tidal wave. This is like that gentle sea foam taking you where you need to go. You're getting over this devil situation. You're usurping the issues of your past, and you're not taking this page energy with you. You're heading into a new beginning that is more aligned for you, Pisces, and it's going to happen quickly. So let's end out your reading. This has been such a blessing to do this reading for you, Pisces. If you are I should say, if you made it this far, please like this video. I need to start saying that more. One of my subscribers said, Tiffany, no one's liking your video. So I was like, I need to start saying that. So please like this video if you have made it this far. And also leave me some type of water emoji, whether it's a fish or a wave or a turtle or whatever aquatic energy is calling to you, a water droplet. Leave me a watery emoji in the comments, okay? To let me know that you made it here. I don't want to take those because I don't know if that was it. Okay, Spirit. For my Pisces, what is it that they need to hear from your beautiful Healing Waters Oracle? What is the message they are meant to receive today? One card, please. One card, please, Spirit. All right. I love it. This card says the wishing well. Unexpected gifts, kindness, and karmic jewels. Y'all. The wishing well, let's read it. One thing I also wanted to mention before we read this is the very last card of this deck, meaning that you are completing a cycle. So definitely, if you're saying 444, 2020, or 1010, this reading is significant for you. All right, the wishing well. Unexpected gifts, kindness, and karmic jewels. It is said that in ancient times, women would sing and whisper into wells, believing that the water would carry their message from one corner of the world to another. This may sound like something from a children's fable, but in fact, several scientific researchers have theorized that water can be imbued with energy from our thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Wishing wells are found all over the world, and they mirror to us the great reverence held by our ancestors for Earth's fresh waters. Greek mythology says says that the tradition of wishing wells began through the practice of throwing coins into a sacred well of the warrior Amphiaraus. I don't know if I'm saying that right, who was a well-known oracle. The wishing well is a wonderful card that carries with it great blessings, gifts, and fulfilled wishes. When it appears in a spread, it's a sign that things are happening and that the realization of your dreams is likely to occur. Of course, any creation requires embodiment and action, so it's not a sign to stop moving towards your dreams in practical ways. Rather, it offers deep encouragement to keep going and to trust that all the groundwork you've already put in place is working. It can also be a sign that helpful people are coming into your life to support you in creating your heart's deepest desires. The Healing Waters affirmation for this card says, I receive all of the gifts that life has to offer me with an open heart and an open mind. I'm surrounded by kind, helpful people. Things are working out for me. I'm living my heart's deepest, most daring prayer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Pisces, enough said. It's working out for you. It's happening. You may want to use water as a way to release and also to manifest. Water has memory. Water holds our dreams, our intuition, our deepest wishes, and water is so life-giving and pure. Focus on your sacral chakra. Allow this period of your life of expansion, of renewal, of rejuvenation, and accelerated motion to take you where you need to be, because it seems like everything that you're doing is working. Trust that the lagoon was always meant to protect, not imprison you. And that forward movement and that wave is going to finally come in and take you out of the lagoon into the big ocean where your destiny and your fate are waiting for you to take a hold. But be ready, because that's going to be a whole nother situation that we'll probably be diving into. But I'm proud of you, Pisces. I love you so much. Again, please like this video. If you enjoyed this message, leave me an oceanic, watery type of emoji in the comments below, or leave your favorite angel number, and I'll see you guys again on the next one. Bye, Pisces.